So in the last video, I was I did this and I came to realize that I skipped steps because I'm working on my procrastination and I needed to get something going. And anyway, I do procrastinate and one just something going, and so I skipped a lot of steps. I skipped some steps, not a lot of steps, and I wanted to. I'm going to use this for myself, but I also mentioned I would be remaking this to go through all the steps for those who want to see me make this from draw to I have a drawing, like I said in the other videos, but it doesn't look kosher to me in my mind. It isn't 3D, and so I don't like how it looks. I'm kind of ashamed. I don't have that fashion rendering software. Not that I need it. But anyways, I will be moving them over for those who are interested. Right, I'm going to finish this and then wear it. Because like I said, I'm trying to see if I can aid in the heating up of the fat and turning it into brown fat and then letting it off. When I said I have skipped some steps, I thought I had skipped one step. Then I thought I had skipped two steps. Now I've skipped some more steps. I'm going to show you. You guys seen the pattern? Seen for those who have seen the video. And I made the pouches for the heat bags, the heat packs, and the cold pack. This is a cold pack, which is going to go in these. This is the heat pack, which will in these. So I have two here and one here. I thought I had two here and two here. Anyways, I have one here for these, and then two here for these. I'm probably going to have between 6 of these and about 8 of these. That is the muslin sample that I have not cut yet. What said I skipped some steps. This is 4 inches by 5 1/4. If you guys watched the last video, you see this and this. What I did not do is I did not consider the sides. Skip the step. the fabric that I used for these will be stretching anyway, so I will more than likely be able to wedge these, scooch, shove them in, because the fabric I use to hold these will have a piece of Velcro across the top, and it will be stretchy, so it will accommodate for these edges. But in truthfulness, I should have counted the you look at there, there is no room to hem this. So this should be another half an inch long, all the way around. Skip this step, because I'm in a hurry. So when I remake it, I will take that into consideration. These, not so much, they're flat bags. But it's the same principle, but because they're flat and I get the stretchy, I don't have to worry about that. The other issue that I skipped, because I did not I was upset with myself for procrastinating so much that I did not take into account everything I needed to take into account, and that's why you plan out your designs. You go from A to B, C, D, and you use your everything, or you, to the best of your ability and knowledge, you plan out the drawing, and then the flats and the stitching and all that stuff, and all the parts to construct a well-made garment. I did not do that. So I'm going to show you what else I did not do. When I put this on, and I showed you in the video, I take these to a these come off, because those of you who saw that video, you saw me put these on and then try this vest on. I did not take these into account. This vest pattern right there, it stops at these stops. So I don't even have this material in there. I have to make another piece of material to compensate for this. Otherwise, it's going to be like that. And that is not the way it should fix. So I will be making probably this. Set it down, because I'm not going to put these on my... I'm probably going to take this and then measure this. Ouch. Yeah, looks like it could work. Yeah, so take this distance right here and make a piece of fabric, same width, that hooks onto this. That's what needs to be done. It's not optional. It isn't optional, so that's what I will be doing here shortly. It's kind of a bummer because I want to get this made and I need to make these pieces and configure them so they work. And then also, I don't think I'll need to make these again. because the snugger they are, the snugger, the more snug, the snugness is what I'm looking for anyway. But if I use a half-inch seam allowance, this literally may not work. So I have to add on another half. I earlier did not have to. I've been mistaken. I may have to add on another half inch all around to compensate for those. How much is that anyway? Look 5/8 of an inch. Coming out to more like 3/4 of an inch. So I may have to add on another 3/4 of an inch. That makes sense. Because if I add on, because a quarter of the 3/4 would be on here, compensate for this. Then the other half an inch left over would be the seam. But again, the fabric will be stretchy, have a lot of elastic in it, and it needs to snug against the torso, against the body. So I would need to literally determine the stretch of the fabric in case I don't go with the whole 3/4 inch addition. Yeah, when I make this over, I'm going to go over everything. But then again, this has a garment, and it's going to be for me to run in while I go back and reconstruct this garment from scratch and do everything correct. But I need to get this going so I can wear it now. So please forgive me. I did cut those corners. Not cool. Not cool. Okay. So looks like I am burning up. Excuse me. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm trying to figure out how I will proceed. I guess I could just put, more elastic straps. Am I being too precious in wanting to have this section right here? I know you guys can see. Which means these come out like that. If you guys can see that, I know I just looked. These would have to be, they would have to come out. You know what I mean? Because this right here is seam allowance. I could just make this straight fabric, which is what I want to do. I don't want this stretchiness in there. I just want it to sit to my body, to my shoulders. What I could do, because this is spirit and I need to done. Whew. I'm gonna have to, redo these. Okay. And then just make it a piece of fabric. It's too bad. The other thing I could do is move all these over so this is right up against there. And then I'll probably have, let's see. This is my journey in manufacturing, trying to figure out how to optimize fabric usage. In other words, I'm not being persnickety to be persnickety. I'm being persnickety to see how accurate I can be in you maximizing the most fabric. Because like I said, this is my in manufacturing, so I need to be able to not waste fabric. So I'm not doing this because I need it perfect. I'm doing this because I need to maximize my fabric usage. Repinning, that is. Nope. Get up and sit. up against it and down as far as I can go. Maximize that fabric, real estate. And there you go. Voila! Almost. Even if I went this way, diagonally, which I don't know if that would work, but that certainly does. That certainly does. From what I understand, this is what they do. They get the maximum yield. That's the word. That's the language I wanted to use. They get the maximum yield out of the fabric because wasting fabric is a waste of money. That's what you see me doing. I mean, I can be precious and all that stuff, yeah. But right now, I'm trying to max yield. And this is just a sample, but it's practice, so. There. 7.5 inches. So this has a, I can't remember what this thing is. I'm working on my lingo, but it's 5. But I leave this at 7.5 inches. And then I am going to move these over too because I have some more space there. What was I going to do? Take these. That's what I was going to do. It's a mess. Okay. I said this was 7.5 inches. End to end, 7.5 inches. Need my cork board. This is 9 inches. That's 4.5 inches and 4 inches. Well, actually, from the back to the front. The back is like 2.58, and the front is about 4.5. No, 2 3/4, and 4.5. That's 6, 2 3/4, 6. So how am I getting? Oh, I get it. Because I'm measuring the whole. I'm not. So that's what I should do from there. The back, because the back is longer than the front. Push this up. 7. Ha! 7 inches. Make sure, because I said 7.5. 7 inches. I can do the 1/2 inch would be the seam allowance. Seam allowance. Okay, so yeah, 7.5 inches. That's what I want. I want this at 7.5 inches because that's what I had on yesterday. It was I don't want to make this longer or shorter. So I probably should write down. Skipping steps. 7.5 inches. And this is, I think, 3/4 of an inch. Yep, 3/4 of an inch. So and 3/4 of an inch. Plus a 1/2 inch allowance. So I slice this like there, and 7.5 inches. So what I need is 1/4 inch allowance on both sides. 1/4 inch seam allowance on both sides. And then on the top, it would be half. I have that in there. Do I? 7.5? Yeah, I do. No, I don't. I may need to put this on another piece of paper and add that in. Yes, that's what I need to do. See? Skipping steps. So this should actually be 7 inches. And add in the seam allowance later. So I'm going to stop this literally at 7 inches. If I'm fallible, forget. inches. Anybody see an eraser? Did you guys see where I put that eraser? I lost an $80 pair of AirPods. It took me 3 weeks to say, turn on, find my. When I finally did this morning, it said it was searching. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to get earpods instead of AirPods. $80. I got them last August. So I looked on my Amazon account. I didn't even have them a whole year. I lost them in late April, early to mid-May. $80. $80. I was going to cut this out. Oh. Inches. I'm going to need 2 no jagged edges. I'm kind of still miffed about yesterday when I got those jagged edges. I really am. I am considering a gimmick, giving away a free dress. I have an actual video in my YouTube that I'm giving away. I'm doing a giveaway. Not the green. See? There's an arrow. I make some, I cut some corners here and there, but I'm trying to, not cut corners. You guys don't I just run around here and corners willy-nilly. I'm not. The fabric this is going. There's a, yeah, the paper grain. I'm not just on here just. I said a quarter of an inch. Up against the edge. For those of you who have figured it out, I'm afraid I want to work with inch seam allowances. I probably should up against the edge. Because it also maximizes yield and adds to some credibility about my skills, able to do fine detailed work, to be perfectly honest. Where is that piece at? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I'm going to go with half an inch. I can always change the error and make it smaller. You always cut more off. You cannot add to. Once the fabric is cut, that's it. Wasn't even straight. After you get tired of saving little pieces of paper, well, Look at that. With room to spare. Now I lost the direction. 3/16 of an inch to spare. So I can literally have enough to make 7-inch straps with inch allowance. It's going to be tubes. And to be perfectly honest, it's going to overlap. Something missed. No, it's fine. It's my fault. So these are going to be tubes, literal tube, and tubes on the outside, and pull them out with I can't remember the name of the device, a tube, whatever, like tube. One. I'm going to put it in there, hook on a piece of the edge of the fabric, and then put it back out. And I will have these, but two fabric form. So as you can see, I'm making this go. So, I guess now I need 2 of these, so I'm making one of these. I may do that off camera, and I need to basically do these as well. I mean, there's no use cutting corners and then crying about it later. I need to literally put on more seam allowance. Actually, I can take these off. Take this off and make some more of these one part, and then just add on the 1/2 inch plus the 3/4 inch. I don't think I did the magic tape, did I? I think I did. I don't think I did magic tape. Yes, I did. On this one, I did. Yes. So I did the magic tape on these. So these should just come right off without messing up the paper. And I'm going to make I have 2, even though that one is probably gonna mess up, but I'll make these 4 I have 8. So I'm gonna make I will end up with 7 more, so a total of 8, whether I use this one or not, because when I take this off, they make me. Yes, I did not do the magic tape on the edge here. So when I take these off, it's probably going to peel off, and it's just going to be a mess. And I don't need that. So I'm going to use this one right here, and I'll end up 8 here. One. We'll have 7 more, and they will have this slanted edge and top edge and bottom accounted for, plus the 1/2 inch seam allowance. And they're gonna, it's okay, I'm afraid, because the fabric I'm using will be stretchy. We'll have elasticity, and I worry the contour will not adhere against my body. I'm making a sample, so I should see. I'm procrastinating at the same time as I'm complaining, and I need to, work around that. But yes, it's going to be up against my body. I will be adding the 3/4 of an inch plus the 1/2 inch. I'm just going to go ahead and go with it. And when I remake it, I will take that into consideration, how the fit goes. So, 7 more of these. Got this done. So I'm just going to hook it on here, front and back. Then I'll cut it all out. Then I'll put it all together. So I will see you guys in the next video. I just may actually do this stuff off screen. Save time, because I am waiting to work. I'm on film, and I'm losing time. I know I said I was going to show you guys everything, but I am losing time, so I need to speed my time. So I will be more than likely making these off screen, and in the next video I will have these already made up, and I will be cutting this out, and you guys can watch me put it together. Okay? See you in the next video.